Hi everybody, and welcome to the Innovation Tech Community. I'm Pratap Reddy, a Microsoft AA MVP, and today our expert speaker is Adnan Amin. So, hi Adnan. So, welcome to Innovation Tech Community. Uh,
Thank you so much for that.
yeah, uh, yeah. So today this is the first season of this year about this global AI summit. So I'm very much excited about this season. So lots of tech enthusiasts are passionate about their individual, passionate about the different technologies about the Microsoft and the different platforms as well. And especially today, Adnan sharing about this maximizing the SharePoint's potential with the PVA and Copilot Studio. So I'm really excited. So yeah, so Adnan, so this is your turn. So please let's get started with your intro and then you can start your session.
Sure. Thank you so much, Pratap,
Yeah.
for inviting me to the session and welcome you all. And good morning, afternoon, from wherever you are attending here. And I'm Adnan Amin, and I have 18 years of experience of working on Microsoft technologies, and I'm an active Microsoft MVP since 2015, and also a Microsoft certified trainer for past 15 years now. And working on Microsoft 365, Power Platform, Teams, SharePoints are my core areas. And I have a app background and did a lot of development in 2005 to 2010. So I have also a strong expertise on that side. And today I will be sharing details on Microsoft SharePoint, that how we can connect it with the Copilot Studio and how we can create your custom Copilot in Copilot Studio. So let's start. And today's our session will be more or hands-on like session that I will be doing demo and taking you to all the steps that how you can customize the Copilot Studio for creating your own custom Copilot. We already discussed that, and you can reach out to me on my on X. So I have I also a blog at mstechtalk.com, and we also organize a couple of events on MS Tech. So you can also reach out to me on there. We have good team of experts there. We can also help on customers also on that. So I'm working for Olive and Goose as a senior Microsoft technology consultant, and my key job role on working on SharePoint and Teams area. So let's first jump in that if you most of you might be here about SharePoint Online. First, start with that. What is SharePoint Online? It's a cloud-based service that provides a central location for sharing, for content storage, collaborate, and share, and mm, uh, for documents and content. Whichever online teams can work together from anywhere on files, documents from anywhere on any device in real time, and it's an excellent tool for the remote work. So we will be looking to SharePoint during our demo. And what is Copilot? You can see in this diagram, Microsoft have created Copilots for almost all the different areas, of almost all the products with their services they are providing. Copilot work within Microsoft and the content available to Graph, such as emails, chats, your documents, and users, and on all the content which user have access. It uses generative AI and the LLM model, which is large language model, that help users to access the content and refine the content and also recreate the content based on the existing content. And why LLM? Because it's generated on the large text. That's why we can use the LLM model. And now you can see here on this diagram. Let me just share it. You can see copilots are available for almost everything. So we will be focusing more on this Copilot Studio here, which is under Power Platform. But this will help you to connect. You can build custom Copilot for any of the area, and and there are custom connectors available. You can also use your external data sources for writing your own Copilot. So that will be very helpful, and you can do it with zero code involved. It's just very handy, and we will see it in our demo today. And these are the different copilots which are available from Microsoft 365 today. And most of you already have experience Bing Copilot in Bing Chat. Everyone is playing with it. And Copilot is also available for office users. And now Copilot Pro is also available for the for the small organizations. So these are different Copilots, and I have played with a couple of them so far. So what we are going to do today, we will go to the Copilot Studio and create data sources. We'll play around with the public URL, and then with SharePoint Online and some Word documents. Let's jump into a demo directly instead of too much discussion on the slide. Let me open a site for you. So just a second. So here is a SharePoint online site for the HR Live, which I have created using a demo tenant. You can also, if you don't have a demo tenant, how to test it, you can go to the developer.microsoft.com, and you can create your own demo tenant. If you have a Microsoft account, like any Hotmail or Outlook account, you can create your own demo tenant, and from there you can go to the SharePoint, and you can create the sites. So here I have a site which I will be using. And if you go to this copilotstudio.com, copilotstudio.microsoft.com, this is the hub for the Copilot. Previously, it was known as Power Virtual Agents, if you remember, PVA, which is this is the studio for the PVA for creating your custom Power Virtual Agents. But it's, I will say, that premium version of PVA, and it does much more than what PVA was doing. In PVA, we were creating the topics like I have few bots here available. And one more thing, I just want to, if you are confusing that what is Copilot, you are hearing a lot about it and you don't have any idea what it does. It's just like a chatbot, I would say, which helps you to generate, which can help you to write scripts for you, generate content for you, and also build documents, bring information for you from SharePoint. If you are working on Microsoft 365 Copilot, it will help you to write documents. And like if you want to have a write a business proposal document based on the meeting minutes, it will also help you to generate that, and you can also provide it in the format. So it's just like a chatbot, I would say, which perform different tasks. And here, these are some old, uh, I would say, Power Virtual Agents which I have created. And here we usually go and define topics here, but the things that change now. It's a Copilot Studio where you can customize your Copilot. So what I will do, I will create a new Copilot here, and I will name it as HR Copilot. And what we will do, we will perform a couple of tasks here. First of all, it asking to enter the website. If a new user, I do not have much knowledge, what I will do for the customization, what you will do, you want it to check on your content first, or not specific to SharePoint. So what I will do here, I'm going to write down totally outside the SharePoint world or Microsoft world. It's my blog. I'm just creating a custom content based on the which will generate generative AI content from my blog here, and I will ask it something, and it just compiling the information, and will not take much time. So you will see that how fast it is. And if I talk about the Power Virtual Agent, it takes time. You need to instruct him on what it need to do. So here I have created this one, and now I'm inside the test Copilot mode. And If I go to the settings here, you will see the generative AI here, which is we do the generative AI for on the available content. I have added the URL is added here, and I can add multiple URLs here. Could be SharePoint URL, or could be on some any online store which I can add here. Now, and there are a couple of adding a document and couple of informations here. So let's quickly test this one. I have a blog topic here. I want to search about how to get fund drive URL. So you have seen that we just have started the event, and we are. I just have created a Copilot. It just compiled, fetch the information from my blog, and showing me all the it, and it is not compiling, getting the information which I have written on the blog. It just fetched the information, regenerated the text, and posted me here what you might be looking for, and on this just on the finger clicks, and also giving me the link of the file which I can go and view that what's if it's giving the target to the same information by based on the Microsoft Graph. You can see here. So you can see that it haven't taken any time. It just taking the publicas, and why it generated this information for me, because the information is available publicly. Anyone can access that information. So it compiled it and generated me the information. So you can create your own Copilot based on the information which you want to share within the organization. Like you can also use Microsoft Learn content that it will do the compilation, and maybe it not showing that much information at that time, but it will be giving you the wrapper links. It's also improving with time, so the result will be more optimized by in future. And here you can see that you can see a flow here. It started on unknown content because we haven't defined in Power Virtual Agents. What happens? You define a start point, but here we don't have any start point. I just written anything just like we Google any stuff. So I just went to an on unknown content. It went to the data sources here. You can see, and data sources having a public website here. It went to the public website. It already did the indexing for the website and went to the and generated a text from the site and pasted it here. So now what we are going to do, we are going to further expand our Copilot. I'm going back here and open the Copilot again. So now I'm going to my SharePoint site and will add some content from my SharePoint site. So I will go. This is a SharePoint site which I created using a template. I'm going to the site content here. So here we do not have much content here, so it can't do much on the site. But what I will do, so you can see that normally what happens that whenever even if you are working on you're running a blog or some content, the indexing takes some time for the for reading the content. So you can now will understand it how fast it is. I'm going to the documents. There are no documents here. So what I will do, I have generated few documents for this demo. I just pasted a few documents which are uploading now, and you can see 5 documents are uploaded here. And you would not believe all these documents are generated through Microsoft 365 Copilot, and these are really helping me on these demos or demonstrations. Now I will go back to this. I will copy the site URL here and going back to the here, and I'm adding here my SharePoint website. So why we need these SharePoint websites or content like this? When I mentioned that custom Copilot or custom add-on, we can say why these are helpful within the organization, because you want your employees to quickly get the information. SharePoint search is also working, but if a chatbot, a handy tool is there that can really help you on this type of information. I will just remove this extra information from here. I'm just targeting the website, and here I do not need this because it will understand that it's a SharePoint. It's on the company's SharePoint. So now if it added here, I will save the changes here, and it will generate. It will do the analysis on that uploaded URL. And now if I go and test again here, tell me about policy. So you can see here, I'm asking a simple question here and haven't done. Now it will, we have two sources listed here. One is the public source, and the second one is SharePoint Online. And you can see that it also have changed the document. And here on data source, it's mentioning that it's a SharePoint and OneDrive source. I will paste it here. Just doing the searching on it. So it haven't found anything so far. So what I will do, I will go back, go to the HR Copilot again, and now again ask the, tell me about, maybe my question might not be right, about available jobs. Anything could happen on the live demos. So here you can see it fetch some information, and from the SharePoint side it generated that information, and it also giving me the links. It giving me two links on two separate documents. If I go there and actually downloaded a document, it should have taken me to the link of the document. Downloading those files directly from here. It should have taken me, share the links here. Tell me about benefits. Like this one, taking me to the site here, or it taking me to my blog here. So you can see here it went to the data source. It do not find anything about the benefits on that site. So it taking me to the public site. It haven't given the reference for the other. And similarly, now if I go back to my Copilot here, generative AI, I have uploaded a document for the coding best practice. It have uploaded on the document, the doc, and to the data parts here. Now I go back here, Copilot, and coding best. I'm just searching something here. What are the coding best practices here in the organization? So it giving me some information about the coding best practices, but also you can see here the URL here. It giving the URL of the document here from the site. And if I go to the second one, soon as also it haven't read the document yet. Okay, so we will take a look on this later. So now we have created a copilot. Now we want this to be accessible to the or to the company other employees. What we need to do for it, we need to publish the information. And for publishing the information, I will go back from the start here. Azure Copilot, I will go to settings and security. I need to publish the application. I will first check this security here. I only for Teams and Power Apps. I'm right now. I'm going with the default security model. Right. I will go and say publish it, and I will deploy this on Microsoft Teams. It will take a little time to publish the changes. Meanwhile, I have opened my team in the browser tab here. So the information published now, and now I want to go to the channel where I want to publish the information. I want it to Microsoft Team. You can also publish then that board to your public website or whatever where you want to publish it. And it has been published here. And I want to open the chatbot on Teams here. It will ask me to open in the Microsoft Teams. Now I will go to web app instead. My corporate name was HR Pro. Is it here? I think it's not opening it on the. Just give me a second because on the browser it unable to add the plugin. I'm just switching off to the my demo. Logging to the on my desktop tenant. So here I have connected to this tenant here. Let's see how it will work now. Because on live demos we can get some surprises sometimes. So I will open the bot again. So I got a prompt that I am HR Copilot, and here you have seen the process that how easy it was to create the Copilot. That I have provided information. Now I will ask the same questions. Tell me, tell me about one drive. So this will show me now it's available to the whole organization, and this will only bring the content which they have access. So it have given me the details here, and I can go to the links here. You can see the link showing the MS TikTok link here. Now I will ask if about any of the information which is listed on the documents here. But if I go to this site here and I want to go look for the hiring procedure, I'm opening the document here just for the relevant information about job opportunities. So now let's see if it brings any information. It haven't found anything on this topic, and we also have searched few were able to search some information on this channel here when we were doing some testing on the. So here it will be showing because we are on the test copilot, it will be showing some information, but it's not showing any information on that deployed board. What could be the reason? If I ask you, the reason is that the information published, but I do not have access to it. And what I need to do, I need to ask assign permissions to the bot that so that it can permit to access the information. The bot can then access, and it will also verify if I am the right person who have access to the information. So now what I need to do, I need to configure the security for the app. And if I go back to the slide here, as I mentioned that we need to do the manual authentication and the registration, the intro ID across tenant or multi-tenant, I would say, and assign some permissions to the application for the read and the read sites and read files. So what I will do now, I will go to the portal.azure.com app registration. Now I will register my app here. I will name it HR Copilot here, and here I will select multi-tenant in the second this option, and we'll go to the register here. I'm not going in detail that what are the registration process, what are these details. I'm just taking you to walkthrough, and might be in future will be discussing more details on the app creation. And here you will see different options here. I will go to the app permissions here, and I will go to the add permissions, and here I will go for the graph, so that Microsoft Graph to authenticate the application, and I will go with the delegate permission. Delegated permissions means that the way app is delegating the permissions, and here you can see some few options are available here, like Open ID and Profile. I will select these two first. And I also mentioned that I also need two more permissions for the read sites, site or read. It show me here, and I will go for the read sites, site of read, and I also need files dot read all. And now I will add the permissions here. You can see all these permissions are added here. And now I will gonna right now these are not consent is not defined here, so I will give them uh, admin consent here. You just click on it. uh, so I'm done till now, and what I need to do, I need to create a consent secret ID for my application. I will do certificate secrets here, and here I will create a new secret here, secret ID here. You can name it anything. I am just naming it client secret. I'm just taking it for the 6 month, the default duration, and you can change it as per your organization's requirement. And here I will copy this to Notepad, and I will also need another ID, which is the application, the client ID, which I also will copy. I will use it on my application. Now, what I need to do, I need to go and API permissions. So that's in the authentication, and here I need to provide the URL, add a platform. And what is the platform? It's a web. And here I need to provide the URL where to which URL I'm giving these permissions. So how I get that URL here? I will go back to the Copilot, go to top, HR Copilot, and settings, and the security authentication. Now I will click on the custom, and here you can see the redirect URL here. I will just copy this thing and go there and paste it here. Creating web, edit the URL here, and now I will assign it the access token and ID tokens. Now this has been done, and now I will go back to my app. Here I need to use the Azure Active Directory V2 service provider, and on the client ID I will copy the client ID which for the app which I have created, and here I need to provide the secret ID. Save. The information saved now. I will go to the publish the information and publish the app here. Now, what it will do, it will only fetch the information based on the content which I have the permission. So any user who is accessing this bot to generate any content, it will only fetch the information for which the user is authorized to. So I will go back to the Copilot here and we'll go to the HR Copilot. Let's see what it will do. It should have asked me for the authentication. They published it.
Meanwhile, we
Anyone
have
asking?
lots of questions, Adnan.
Oh, share.
Lots of having lots of queries that you need
Definition of
to
PVA.
clarify.
Okay, I will show you this thing later on the documentation that how PVA could help in public users, because what is the purpose of the PVA, that it will help you to route to different dimensions in your probability in your organization. Like it can route the information to separate forms, which you are asking, because you create those topics on your Power Virtual agents, and also you can create business processes using PVA. I just have created a custom Copilot and with this integration of SharePoint, and then I will quickly show you that how adding topics to the Copilot and how this can help. Right now, I'm just showing that how to receive the information on your SharePoint to authenticate with the SharePoint and bring the content which user have access. It do not take much time for the crawling. It just take a few seconds, the time which you have seen me for the site and also for the public site. So it all depends on the content. But I haven't seen much because I went to different demos and we also did on the live sites, and it haven't taken much time. But anything possible, I can, because I'm not committing that it will not take much time. Can you help? Actually, SharePoint, I think I'm talking here just focusing on the SharePoint Online and not on the on-prem SharePoint. So SharePoint Online using the same authentication model which Microsoft 365 provides. So technically, you don't have to do anything. If your organization has configured SharePoint Online, Share Microsoft 365 tenant, you will have the Microsoft credentials. How data governance is configured. So this all depends how you have organized the content here. Right now, I'm just sharing information which I want to share. So this is how you can perform the governance of your data on customized Copilot. And can a user outside your organization? So user outside the organization can only access they can't access the Copilot. But you have seen that I have selected multi-tenant. It means if a user is a guest user and there is any guest content available, they can access the content. Actually, Copilot is not free because everything have a price. You can go to the pricing for the custom Copilots. Like PVA was not free; that also have a cost, and the authentication is required to authorize the content between app and the user. App will verify, then go to the share. You have seen that I have given two permission to the app to read the sites and to read the files. It means that it's going to the SharePoint, and the app can read the content from the SharePoint. And when it go to the user, it also checks that if user have the permissions to read that content, because app can read the content, but if user don't have the permissions, it will not read that content for the user. And if I go back to the just let me close this one. Giving the three dots here. So let's see if it fetched information here. It asked me to log in to verify that if I am logged in user. This option was not shown up there due to some reason. And app you can register for free. I haven't seen that we are paying anything for apps, but any expert on the app development side can also help you on this side. I got the prompt for the authentication. Don't know why it asking me to. Yeah, I did a spell mistake here, but it will understand. Now you can see that it fetched information, and the information is coming also from the SharePoint here. Earlier, it was not fetching the information on the same question because this user was not authorized to fetch that information. Now it's fetching the information based on the user requirements. Now I'm quickly jumping to the other team, and I have few minutes. I will show you, demonstrate one more thing to you guys. Here I have another team where I have also a similar project. HR Copilot. Let me ask first. Already have given authorized this one. Tell me about. Uh, it doing the information same as we recently have seen on the Copilot which we have created. Let me also bring meanwhile some technical input on that one. Meanwhile, it doing some search. What I have done here, show you. I have created a Copilot here. This one, and under the Copilot, there we have custom topics here. I have created a custom topic here for this Copilot here. These are the default topics which are showing up here, and you can see I have created a custom topic with the name task. What it will do now, here is the business idea that what it will do. It will execute based on whenever I ask it to create a task. I want to add a task. I want to task management. Whatever keyword I will use, it will just trigger on basis of this information, and then it will message and it will ask user few inputs. For inputs like asking, I just added some information, asking some information from the user, like topic, task name, task description, to whom it want to assign, and will submit this information to SharePoint. What is the purpose of this one? This will open the horizon for you to taking the input from the user and performing different actions, and how it in submitting the information to the SharePoint. I'm using a workflow at the end here. You can see here So workflow here, Power Automate, it taking few the input from the user and performing some action and then fetching the information back to the sending some output. And if I go to that workflow details, how I can add this one, I will go to the call an action item, and here I have different options. I can create a flow and also can integrate, can interact with the other applications, and this all can you do in your custom flow or custom Copilot, that you can train it to perform different actions to help employees on getting information, but also like if you want to onboard a new employee, you can send a Power Automate flow from here, which will also submit grant access to user to different platforms within your organizations, different folders, and based on your onboarding process. And also, if user want to go for a leave request or anything, here are the processes which you can define in topics within your custom Copilot. And if I go to this one, view details, it has, you can see it has taken me to the Power Automate uh, uh, designer. I added the flow. This is a very simple flow. You can also use Copilot for creating your flow and also for creating your topics. So I'm fetching information. I have created the input parameters here. Whenever the flow is called, and on create item, I just give the URL, list name, and submitting some of the information and returning uh, and doing returning some text with the link the URL of the list item. And how it will work, let me show you. I'm not sure if it is activity here. Okay, somehow that window was not refreshed. I want to create a task. I have used the email field for the validation on Copilot task. It will it's saying that we will need these three informations. I will name it as uh, I'm assigning the topic name, or you can set as a task name, leave request, and it will ask me for a description here. Yeah. So you can see I am still within my chatbot. Okay, and for that, you can there are a couple of connectors available for even you can fetch information on the from connectors available. You can perform different applications. You can also access service now tickets within your Power Virtual Agents. Just answering the last question. Here, I'm just writing my URL of my email ID to whom this task will be assigned. Okay, if I do not write the email URL correctly, what it will happen? It will validate and ask me again that please enter the URL or email correctly. So the information is submitted here. It said that it told me that the information is submitted in for the process, and now it's shared the link which I have sent on the Power Automate. Now I will copy this link and will open it in the browser here to view where is this information. You can see all the information is saved in a task list within SharePoint. I just name it task and just for the showing it how it integrate with the SharePoint. And do we have a few more minutes? I can quickly show you one more thing. On the power, which the Copilot which we have created, I'm going to the HR Copilot. Now here, if I need to create a similar task, what I need to do, I will go to the create a topic here. And now instead of, I'm just naming it a task again, HR task. Now I will ask him that what you need to do. Create a new topic, asking user first name and email. Show function message is the start topic when asked. I'm just giving a trigger how it will do. Normally, what happens before that, we are going to create each and defining each and every topic manually. But now we also have a copilot which is helping me to create these topics. Wow. So I just written a line here. So you can see here it have created the topic for me. It asks me to log in because I have now it's showing me the login. I will just copy this thing and paste it here. This is for testing here only. Haven't created the topics here for me. Okay, it haven't generated the other nodes. Maybe I need to refresh my query for the creation of the topic, but it will generate all the topics which I have shown you on my other screen automatically using with the help of Power Virtual Agent Copilot. Just a second in the screen. Is this MS? Okay. If you go back to here, so here these are just the input fields, different types of input fields here. And this one is the email type of field. You can also change it the type. You can also have multi-choice fields here, and you can send the text. And similarly, you can create the workflows. You first create the workflow from here. If you want to go for the actions, and then it will create the workflow which can connect with your flow. So now, if you have any topics, Pratap, are we on time or we have still have some time left?
No, no, no. Go ahead. So we have
Okay,
10
so
more
these
minutes. You can carry on.
Okay. So what I will do quickly, I will show you that how to create that process also on over Copilot. I will quickly go to these. I was just worried that if we do not get much time, I'm going to the SharePoint site here. Site content. We'll quickly create a blank list. So here is a blank list which has been created here. I will just add few more fields here. Description and marking the multi-line text. And same as I have used earlier is the third field. Or I will use it a person field and name it as user. Okay, I have created three fields here, and now I'm going back to my Copilot here. This one is not created properly, so what I will do, I will go back, leave this one, and we'll start again. And I'm just starting it when user asks for a task, create a task, and topic, topic, and description and email. I should have written this here, so that would be helpful. Is it? Let's see how it generates now. So now it did something. HR task, human resource task, uh, and I can also further modify it to add more tasks. Create a task, and so you can then see the how it generates the different phases, user-friendly phases for creating the flow. And now I will go back here, and you can see it asking me the questions here, and we can modify the text easily from here. Select a variable. It haven't created a variable. Otherwise, it also create the variable name. Same for the this one. Also, it has taken the email type, but haven't created the variable. So I have created the flow with these types. It haven't added the message here. I'm just deleting this one because I don't want to take much time on this one. So now I have the information. What I will need to do, I will go to call in action. Here I can see only create a flow. I will go to create a flow here. Okay, reauthorize. Just taking me a few more seconds. I just need to reauthorize a couple of connections here. So lost my previous, I would say, session, because it went to the connection page. So I will go again and create a flow here. And now it will take me to the create new flow page. And here it's showing me the starting and ending points here. I will go to this one and add input. I will name it as topic. I will name it as description and naming it as email. Just create three variables, and I have one here. I have one output variable. Output. Okay, so what I will do whenever the information is sent from the flow here, I will go and add an action. I will add a create item. This will show me the create item in SharePoint. I have added the activity here, and it asking me to connect to the sign in to the SharePoint because connection is not created there. So now I will select the URL here. It's showing me the active site at the top. It's showing me the list here. And now it will show me all the parameters. I'm clicked on show all. And on title, I will just select. Sorry. Actually, it's a new interface. Microsoft have recently pushed on the. I will add topic here. Edit. These outputs. Add. Similarly for these two, I will select the information here. You can see that these are the top. These are the outputs are coming from the Power Automate uh, from the topics which I created in PVA description. And also, so here because this is a user field, it only takes user inputs. So what I will do here, I'm just entering a custom value here, and on custom value, I will add just the email. So it will automatically identify with the email that who is the user. So I made my changes, and on the return, I'm just what I will do. Information has been submitted. Here is the link, and here I will pass the link of the newly created item because I'm accessing this information after this item, so I will have all the information about the flow. See more, and here I will just search it link. It's showing me the link to the item here, so I can user can also verify that where the information has been saved. I will save the Copilot here, save the flow here, the Power Automate flow. And now if I go back to the my page here on the topics, I will go back and here I will click again, go to the call in action, and here it's showing me that Power Automate flow which I have created. It will take three inputs from me, and I will share the variables which I have previously created. Sorry. Now you can see I have configured the flow here, and on the output, I can also show the output on a message here, send a message, and on message input, I will just add the output here. So now you can see that I have configured the topic here. I will save the changes. Now I need to test this topic which I have created. I just write HR task. Let's see what topic of the task I'm asking it to. And here on the SharePoint site, which we have created, it do not have, this is the list where we will, just like a database table, it do not have any information here. And some some description here. And now I need to add a valid email address. Let's see if I have just adding a name, email address here, fetching the information. So now it is submitting the information to the Power Automate flow. You can also see how it is going here, and the flow is completed successfully. And if I go there, it giving me the URL of the list item. The information has been saved to the SharePoint list item, and if I go to this link and just refresh it, the information is showing up here. And if I go to my Power Automate flow, back here, and see that it was recently executed successfully. Something went wrong on the Power Automate side, but this will show the complete flow of the Power Automate, how it was executed. Let me show you again. So these are the surprises could happen on the live demos. So this showing me the complete flow of information, how it process in Power Automate. So now what you have seen today, that how we are submitting the information. We have created a custom Copilot, and now that custom Copilot not only fetching the information from a public site, but also from an HR repository where we have some employee static documents, and if user have access, then it fetching the information. And after that, we have created a topic which for the custom action, where user can submit some information like submitting a ticket for an issue or to help desk. And then in that Power Automate flow, if you have experience of working on Power Automate, that's a complete business process which can perform different actions. There's so much more to do in custom copilots. You have custom connectors available which you can create connecting to other sources like on your SQL Server or any other source on Dynamics. External sources outside Microsoft, you just need to create the connections. All those connection connectors which are available in Power Automate are also available in Copilot Copilot Studio also. So I will just see that if there are any other questions which I need to answer. I think I already have answered most of the questions.
Yeah. So I think so. Lots of people are asking several questions today. So especially this particular event as well about
Yeah.
this custom copilot and so that PVA. I mean, you're given the lots of insights about the SharePoint potential and as well as the how we can create our custom copilot as well and everything. Yeah, so I enjoyed
Mm.
a lot. Yeah, so
So
that
thank you
you
so
want to
much.
share any, yeah, that you want to share anything to our viewers and tech enthusiasts about this SharePoint and the Copilot Studio. So
Actually, the
those who are
information.
passionate, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
please,
you can
please.
reach out to me on LinkedIn or Facebook or Twitter, and the information which I shared is very generic information. You can easily go for the Copilot adoption uh, or do Microsoft Learn. There's lots of information available. If you can see the slide, I just shared two diagrams on the slide because
Mm-hmm.
there's already all the information is available, and mm, and just you and one thing is, if you are not familiar with Microsoft 365 or looking to practice this thing, just go to developer.microsoft.com, create a new demo tenant for you. It is available for 3 months, and if you are continuously using it, it will extend automatically for next 3 months. And the tenant which I am on which I am demoing, I
Oh,
have been using this tenant for last 1.5 year, and that's also a Microsoft developer tenant.
oh,
So you can use your practice on Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent, SharePoint, or Power Apps on that demo tenant. And even the app which I created, I haven't went for any other option. Just I went to the portal.azure.com because it connects with the tenant, and I created that app for the access.
yeah. Yes, of course. So then, so someone asking would recording be available? Yes, of course. So we will share the recording as well in the meanwhile. Today or tomorrow. Today end of the day or tomorrow we will share the recordings as well into the LinkedIn. And you just ping that you just search the innovation tech comment in the YouTube as well. You have all the recordings in the lives post as well. Yeah, so thank you so much, Adnan. So that was a great session. So I'm also learning about how to customize these copilots and SharePoint. So that was very outstanding. Thank you so much for having to
Yeah,
this the Global AI Summit. Yeah, thank you so much.
thank you so much
Yeah,
for inviting me
so
for the club.
yeah,
Thanks to all for attending the session. Wish you all the best.
yeah. Yeah, thank you. And so
Thank
I
you.
have one more session. I need to jump into that. So if you don't mind, can I leave?
Sure, sure. I'm just also leaving.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, okay, bye. Yeah.
Bye.